going on, Jerome's? Your Minnesota Vikings offensive line has been sort of helter-skelter. Well, tackles have been good to go with Darrisaw and O'Neal, but that interior has been soft, marshmallowy at times, although Ezra Cleveland is really stepping up in a contract year. It's crazy how that works out. But the main question is what's going to happen at that right guard spot. Second-year man Ed Ingram or free agent Dalton Risner. Come on up for the Risner, who you did not pay $4 million to just sit on the bench, right? So he's into his third week of practice, still hasn't seen any offensive snaps, but question is, when is he going to get out there, right? Because Ed Ingram, I know that he tries hard. I know that he's improved in some aspects of his game, but it just seems like bad things happen in the worst spots around him. I don't know what it means, man. But Dalton Risner, I forgot. Roadhouse, that's right. So the question is, when are the Vikings going to have the intestinal fortitude to make a decision and change things up along the interior offensive line? Kevin O'Connell, when asked about it at his first Victory Monday press conference, said this, Kramer, go. O'Connell said that he has liked the way those guys have responded when asked about sticking with same offensive line and keeping Dalton Risner on the bench, said they'll continue to evaluate. So maybe it's sort of like Cam Akers and Madison, where Madison all of a sudden looks like a man possessed, and with Risner in the mix, Ed Ingram has improved his play, and Ezra Cleveland is playing like a stud too. So maybe that's it. Maybe you just paid $4 million for motivation. I don't know. But even though Ed Ingram only allowed one pressure, in the Carolina game, including 0 goose egg, D'Angelo Russell sacks, the one pressure allowed to Yedder Meadows, who rushed interior, even though he's an edge rusher. So anyways, that caused a deflection with Cousins that cost the pop fly interception and really killed the Vikings' momentum before halftime and allowed Carolina to get inside field goal range and make it a 13-7 game. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, Vikings came out on top, but like I said, Ed Ingram has improved, but it just seems like over and over and over and over and over, just the small mistakes happen at the absolute worst time. And even though Ed Ingram over the last two games has improved, in terms of PFF run blocking grade, he's at 83.8, which is third in the league out of 59 qualifying guards. And the Vikings run game with Madison and Cam Akers has really started to get going, which is beautiful. But PFF pass blocking grade, 51.3, 41st out of 59. He's allowed 7 pressures. His 5.9% pressure rate is 55th out of 59 guards. He's allowed 3 hits, 2 sacks, 2 penalties, and a partridge in a pear tree. So it's still not getting together as a pass blocker, even though, yes, he performed well against Carolina. But if Kevin O'Connell is actually honest about getting his best 5 offensive linemen out there, this would be it. It would be Darrisaw, Ezra, Bradbury, Risner, and Brian O'Neal. That's what it would be for Week 5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, don't discount Risner. His experience in the AFC West, played Chris Jones twice a year, so he can have some insight as well as some tells, some technique, some little bit of background information on Chris Jones, who the Vikings obviously aren't familiar with, being in opposite conferences. So I think that this is the offensive line that needs to be rolled out against Kansas City and, frankly, the rest of the season. Bradbury, they said that he was close for the Carolina game. They want to get his back good to go, and hopefully it's ready to rock and roll. Darrisaw's being himself again. O'Neal is back. Ezra, like we said, is having a great year in year 4, so this should be it. So, again, have the intestinal fortitude to make that decision. And Ed Ingram, hey, this is not the end. This is not the end of a career, man. This is take a step back, regroup, and get after things, and use this as motivation. This is not punishment. It's simply, the Vikings have 5 better offensive linemen available right now, and he's not one of them. But I don't think that this would be the end. Bust your ass, get after it, keep watching film, keep working on technique, learn everything you can from the veterans, and then guess what? You can earn your spot back, and then never give it up again. So there you go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Dalton Risner needs to start on Sunday against the Chiefs. Ed Ingram needs to be benched. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But next time, Skull production value. You guys can always tell when I'm watching either Sunday or Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football. It's funny.